we were so excited to go because it was all paid for, all inclusive. So we had never been out of Ohio, and it was just very exciting. So here's our first picture. It's us at the airport. We were so perplexed by the bigness of it, and all these official-looking men with like sticks, and they had dogs, and they kept checking stuff. And my cousin Steve had something that he wasn't supposed to have in his bag. And it kind of got messy, and it all worked out in the end. Slide. So really, you can see here that we were quite scared when it happened. But the really official-looking guys said they were going to take Steve to a little room where a lot of magic happens, and that we were going to see him again sometime. So we weren't worried because they had uniforms on, and they seemed honest. So we went past these machines that beeped, and sometimes they didn't beep, and we put all our bags through these machines, and they came out the other side. It was really exciting. And then we were in the waiting room, waiting to get on that really big car that had like these things on the sides. They looked like almost like wings. And there was a lot of weird people in the waiting room. There was this couple fighting, and there was this guy reading dirty magazines, and there were these kids playing with like a lot of stuff, and my family and I were eating hot dogs. Like, we finally boarded the airplane, that's what they call it, and we all sat. We didn't get to sit in the same row because there wasn't enough seats in the row for all of us, so we kind of sat, some of us in the front, some of us in the back. I got to sit next to my dad. He had lots of drinks to fall asleep, and then my aunt and her husband were canoodling in the back, and the stewardess got really upset and decided to move them somewhere else, but this big fight broke out in the airplane. Like,
That's one of my favorites.
So then, when the airplane landed and we were finally in Las Vegas, we got a limo to pick us up at the airport, and there were some ladies wearing very little clothes in the limo, and Uncle Charlie was really happy about that. And so we celebrated in the limo with lots of drinking and taking more pictures, and everybody just was really happy that we were going to get to the ping pong championship tournament really soon. Slide. That's me trying to get out of the sunroof of the limo, but Uncle Bob had one too many drinks. So then we finally made it to the arena of the ultimate championship tournament of ping pong, and I have to say there were a lot of really short Asians, and they were really good. So me and my family started getting their autographs, and we took pictures with them. Slide. Then the tournament started, and it was really close between the guys from, you like that, right? It was a really, the ultimate, the final round was between a really short guy and then a really tall guy from Brussels. And the balls were moving so fast you couldn't really see them. And we had like tickets in the front row, and we had huge bits of popcorn. And so yeah, this is a picture of us in the middle of the action. Slide. I really liked the tall guy from Brussels. He really could swing. So then after the tournament, the little guy won. We went back into the limo, and they took us to the hotel where, like I told you, it was all inclusive. And so we had never Come on, slide. So, that night we all slept really well, and the next morning we got a tour of Vegas. Basically, they took us to a casino, and well, we discovered that one of my moms is really good at gambling, and we won $100,000 in the roulette. Slide. So then it was time to go back to Ohio. We were really sad, and we said goodbye to all the Asians and all the people at the casino. But we kind of had like a little goodbye soiree, and they all came to say goodbye to us at the airport again. So here's a picture of that. Slide. And then when we got back home to Ohio, we went to visit cousin Steve in prison. Slide. He's made a lot of friends there, but he was yeah, he wasn't happy about being in prison. And that was the time that we won the trip to go see the championship of ping pong ultimate Asians versus Brussels.